Hello, hello, welcome. This is going to be a general collective reading. This is for anyone if it resonates with you. The title, this is going to be your tarot reading, okay? Let's jump right in. My name is Astrid. I'm a psychic oracle and mentor. This is the Sacred Gray. Hello, hello. Who am I talking to? The world. The world. Someone who just ended a cycle of some kind. Cycle breaker. We've got quite a few cycle breakers in this collective. Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Wow. And the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Whatever you just ended feels like a big one. Like this feels like a biggie. I feel called to the Animal Spirits Oracle for you. This is something that you have been divinely protected on for a long time. Kind of feels like something, full body chills, that you were designed to do. Okay, this is a big moment for you, collective, whoever I'm talking to. Oh, and I had one fall out here. Okay, the bee and the elk. So we'll take both. Let's see. So the bee is beautiful. It's associated with the number 6. So you could be seeing 666, which has kind of a negative association, unfortunately. But put it like this. It took God 6 days or 6 nights or something like that to create the earth. So if that's not enough to change your mind about the number 6, I don't know what is. Earnest, hardworking, democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and then sting. When in balance, content, active, vibrant; out of balance, overworked and annoyed, bringing into balance a little mini vacation. And then we'll look at elk. He really wanted to come out. Let's see. I just saw him here. Stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. When in balance, supportive, kind, consistent; out of balance, pretentious, high and mighty; and then to bring into balance, eat and drink more consciously. Well, that tells me that you are an incredibly balanced individual, but it also tells me that you kind of have to play multiple roles. The elk, I'm feeling it's possible that the elk represents someone else in your life, but the overall energy of this is that even if that elk represents someone close to you, you still have to balance that person as well. So you, as an individual, are someone who, I'm hearing the word demanding. You have a very demanding life. Queen of Wands, yeah, and you meet that. I've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups here. What does collective need to know at this time? Why did I get pulled into this reading? Why did I feel called to, why are we here? Nine of Swords, okay. And the Nine of Pentacles. So we've got 2 9s, and this reading started out with you ending a cycle. This reading started out with the world, okay? We've got the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You are blessed, and I said this, you are divinely blessed in your place right now, okay? The 9 of Pentacles reminds us that the luxuries of life and the achievement of the 10 does require a level of slowness and gratitude, okay? It does require a level of ease and trust of the process. If you look at the traditional Smith-Waite tarot, you'll see that on the 9 of Pentacles on her dress, there's a little snail reminding us to kind of take it slow, right? You don't have to rush to that 10. The Empress in reverse. Oh, My light just went out. Oh no, hang on. Well, I do have to say it's funny that my light went out right when I pulled the Empress in reverse. What are the odds of that? We have the Five of Pentacles here at the bottom. Oh, I feel like you're not being fully supported in this. And I also feel that there is an energy around you that is draining you at this time. And I want you to know that that is temporary. Okay, this is passing. The Queen of Swords. You're not afraid to kind of tell someone what's what. You know, you're not afraid to make it known what your needs are. Okay? Yeah, there's definitely someone around you at this time who is kind of representing a bit of a problem. Okay, I've got a feather here. That's that divine protection. Got a star, little double star here. I don't know how well you guys can see these. And then the puzzle pieces. Okay, so there's something about your current reality that has you confused, right? It's putting you in this reverse Empress place. And Spirit wants you to know at this time that it is safe for you to let your guard down. We're going to get some advice for you, but it is truly safe for you to let your guard down at this time and trust yourself more than you trust the people around you who are putting you in this place where you feel like you have to solve a puzzle, right? Where you're stuck in this Nine of Swords. You don't have to move on from people in your life to do what I'm saying doesn't mean that you need to move on from people in your life. All it means is that you just kind of say, okay, I'm going to let them have their process and I'm going to go and do what I need to do. Okay, here we have the Two of Wands. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Swords. Listen, I think that you are someone who has something to do, right? You're over here and you're balancing all of these things. You're doing all of this stuff. And I think that the lack of support is, it might be time to just kind of throw your hands up and say, well, I can't do anything for you at this time, right? You can't control the mindsets of the people around you. You just can't. The Tower. It's also very possible that you have, like, that this external energy that's draining you is, they might have concerns of their own that they're projecting onto you, right? It doesn't have anything to do with you. I'm hearing it could be issues with change, strength. This is someone who is tired, you know, and while you're able to embody the bee and just kind of like stay focused and joyous and moving, we're grooving, we have this energy that is coming in and kind of muddling things and making it seem as if, you know, things are more complicated or things are, I guess, not as pleasant as they actually are. And I'm thinking back to, this is interesting. So I was thinking about how the light went out when I pulled the Empress in reverse. And then I heard this song. It's an old song from the Black Keys. It's my favorite album. It's called The Rubber Factory. And I think that the song is called When the Lights Go Out. And he goes, you know what the sun's all about when the lights go out, right? And it's such a cool song to me. But this is kind of like, you've had the lights go out many a times in your life. You've been through the thick, you've been through the trenches, you don't need to prove your strength to anyone. It is perfectly safe for you to just have that attitude, even in the darkest moments, have that disposition of the bee, even in times that are really, really rough and tumble, right? Even in times that are confusing, that would put you in a place of like, oh, there's a puzzle in front of me, right? While other people end up embodying the confusion of the time that they're in, you are able to observe it and say, all right, what are we going to do here? How are we going to solve this problem? You're approaching it from a much higher perspective here. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working on stuff and you're not really letting anything kind of get in your way here. I think that like this energy of the Nine of Swords is like, that's that thing that's like looming. Yeah. So yeah, Seven of Swords. It's like, it's a trickster energy. It's looming. It's attempting to take you out of this beautiful energy that you just have about you. That's yours. I'm hearing the term ownership. Ownership. The Fool. And the Tower. So again, with this elk energy, this is a fear of change. I don't know if I said that, but like we have some issues with change. We have some issues with, and again, this could be internal. I do believe that for many of you, this is an external energy. But we have some fear of change here. People want to keep you in the box. Three of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups. This is also and the Moon in reverse. Yeah, so much confusion. Six of Pentacles. This is also a thing where, this is past trauma being drummed up. This is an issue of like, either you or a separate party, there's an issue with like having faced instability in either their life, your life. This is a shared experience maybe. And, that instability, anytime there's change that comes up, that instability really creates this sense of like, oh no, right? Like and it doesn't even have to be like a big change, right? It doesn't have to be, it could just be any kind of shift. But the thing is that there's a lot changing in the world right now. And if you're going to be scared, then you're going to lose. So many things are changing, and if you are not grounded, if you can't keep up, if you can't keep your cool, you're going to lose. Yeah. You're going to lose. And so this external energy, yeah, Four of Pentacles, falling out. This external energy, they just kind of want to, or internal, right? Or maybe it's a part of you. They want to just keep it the way it is. They want things to be safe and familiar, right? But when we have the Four, we're looking for the Five. And you're looking for what's next. Ten of Cups in reverse. This is triggering, Haven. Yeah, this is triggering. This is triggering because it creates a feeling of, what if it all falls apart? What if it doesn't work out? What if this is like a cycle repeating that I'm familiar with, that I've seen fail before? What if it falls apart? What if it fails? And in the face of moments like that, what do? You say, but what if it is extravagantly successful, right? Like that's kind of the only option that I see available in times like this. Like, well, what if you lose, but what if you win? Right? What if you win? Choice. This is the thing that I love to remind the people in my life and my collective of, is that like we have so many more choices just in the day-to-day, moment to moment, than we could ever possibly imagine. And one of my favorite things to say in the face of energies that are challenging is, well, that was a choice. This is another bit of advice that I give. Make it simple. There's a lot of wisdom in simplicity. There's so much wisdom in simplicity. You think about like one-liners, the most profound like one-liners are like just very obvious truths, right? That have been compounded into like a few words and you're like, oh, right? Think of any of those. Expand. Simplicity is how we can expand, right? Oh my God, birth at the bottom of the deck. Shut up. You know, there's always going to be, the only thing that's certain in this life, the only thing that is certain in this life is change, death and taxes, right? The only thing that we can be sure of in this human form is the reality, the promise of change. It is inevitable. So while you're over here and you're trying to maintain this beautiful kind of bubbly disposition about it, oh, haha, you know, making the best of it, the challenging energies are going to come forth and try to take you out of that, because that's a position of power, right? Do not let them disempower you. Do not let them take you out of a seat of joy, right? Can I get some advice for collective? Because that Empress in reverse is really bugging me. I don't love that for you. Can I get some advice for collective? So your advice here is to bring balance and remember what's important. I don't necessarily think that this external energy is going to get any less challenging in the near future, right? I think that I think that the change that you are undergoing at this time is pretty massive, like so many others. You know, we're all going through things that nobody has any idea about, and we are all experiencing changes that perhaps we never would have anticipated in our lives, right? So if we're looking at this other person or this energy within you that is very contrary to what it is that you're, you know, manifesting in your behaviors, or what it is that you're trying to keep front and center, if you've got that challenging energy coming up and being disruptive, you remember what's important. If this is your partner or someone that you share time and space with, someone that you share your life with, then you know, in the face of their uncertainty or concern, or I'm hearing unworthiness, right? Like in the face of their shadows that are coming forth, you say, we are here because we love each other. We're here because we care for each other. That's the foundation. I'm going to love you no matter what. Right? And you just stick to what's important. You say, I love myself and I love you. And because I love myself so much, I'm going to love you. I'm going to show you how much I love you by sticking to what I know my heart is telling me to do, right? The best way to love someone is to love yourself thoroughly, right? And then if this is a situation wherein you're dealing with like something a little bit more personal, something a little bit more internal, it's kind of the same thing, right? I'm doing this big scary thing. I'm walking through this big scary forest because you know what? It's got to be done. It's got to be done. And I'm doing this. I'm going through this because I love myself, and I'm going to take care of myself as best as I can through it, right? You are not fighting for nothing. It's like you didn't come this far just to come this far. Finish the job. Finish the job, right? Get it done. Take yourself seriously, okay? Because you deserve it. All right. Good job. Take care.